Hey, what's up, sports bettors? It's Matt Modi with OddsJam, and what I'm going to be doing in this video is giving you a pretty crazy 5-leg parlay, player prop parlay specifically for Sunday's games of NFL action. I'm sure everybody has seen one of these on social media. Someone places some ridiculous parlay, it hits, they risk $10 to win whatever, and they get FOMO, wondering, that's BS. How did that person do that? Hopefully, one of these days, we will get one of those parlays to cash. People ask me a lot about like using the positive EV page if there are multiple plays on the same book and whether it's good to parlay them together or not. And the answer to that question is yes. What I like to do is put like 5+ legs together on a parlay and then only risk like $5 or $10. So what I did, I noticed that there were a ton of player props specifically available for Caesars. So I filtered sportsbooks to Caesars, league to NFL, and market to player prop. And now all we have are a bunch of different player props that are available for Caesars Sportsbook. As you can see, there are a ton here. Now, I'm not necessarily saying to put every single one of these in a parlay. That would be a little bit ridiculous. But if you can find like 5 good ones to put into a parlay, it can be profitable. So literally what I did was I took the top 5 plays on the positive expected value page, put them in a parlay on Caesars, plus 3,400 odds, 10 to win 350. Seems like pretty good odds to me. So let's chat about it. Number one, in general, positive expected value betting. So when you are betting on a play that has positive EV, that means you have some sort of mathematical profit margin associated with that bet. And the cool thing about OddsJam, using the positive expected value page, is that it puts the percent of your profit margin on every single positive EV play, so you know exactly how profitable that specific bet is. So in this case, the top one that I took, Pat Freiermuth under 3.5 receptions, positive EV on that one is just under 5%. So in this case, if I bet $100 on this one, I could figure to profit about $5 from that interaction. Now, one question that I have gotten from people is, how can you have a profit margin associated with the bet that hasn't happened yet? It's a good question. It's your theoretical profit margin for that bet based on your positive expected value. So OddsJam takes in thousands and thousands of data, thousands of data points, just insane amount of back testing, pulled odds from all these different sports books, identified which sports books were the sharp ones, the smart ones, the ones that did a good job pricing odds, and created a weighted average with the VIG removed to determine what the no VIG odds are for every single play. Any scenario in which you are getting better odds on another book, in this case, the no VIG line has it at plus 118, Caesars has it at plus 129. That gap is what gives you your positive EV of 5%. So you will notice that over time, your theoretical, your mathematical profit margin from these positive EV bets will start to equal your actual profit margin over time. Now, obviously, on one individual bet, it will not. This bet will either win if I took it individually and I'll get all that profit, or it loses and I lose all of my risks. But the key is to continually place positive expected value bets over time. So across 250, 300, 500, 1,000 bets, your real profit, your actual profit, will start to equal your profit margin. So that's where this percent comes from. But it's always fun to put all of these into a parlay, which is exactly what I did here. So I just took the top 5 plays on the positive expected value page and I put them into a parlay. So the only one that you couldn't add, Caesars wouldn't let me, was this Geno Smith one. So I have Pat Freiermuth under 3.5 receptions. Just talked about the profit margin there. I have Noah Fant over 2.5 receptions. I have Rashad Bateman, longest reception under 20.5, and I skipped this one. I have Michael Carter under 17.5 receiving yards, and then the last play was Kenny Golladay over 30.5 receiving yards. So these are the 5 that I put into this parlay. As you can see, Freiermuth under 3.5 total receptions, Noah Fant over 2.5 total receptions, Michael Carter under 2.5 total receptions. So it looks like the Michael Carter one, the odds changed, so it's no longer plus EV. It was third. But you can just substitute the receiving yards under 17.5, and you're good to go there. Sorry for the confusion there. But Rashad Bateman, longest reception under 20.5. And then, of course, Kenny Galladay over 30.5 receiving yards. Bet 10 to win 356. So a plus 3,400 parlay, something like that. So I recommend tailing this. For those of you at home, if these odds change by the time you're watching this, I recommend placing your own ridiculous 5-leg player prop or more parlay. Just find plays using OddsJam that have positive expected value, some profit margin associated with them. Combine those into a play. Don't risk a ton. Risk like $5, $10, something like that. You don't want to blow your bankroll on parlays because they're tough to win over the course of time. But all you need to do is just hit one and you're good. So risk like $1, $5, 10, something like that. Small fraction of a unit play. And that's it. So if you are able to tail this, let me know. I love hearing people that are tailing. Other than that, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel for future videos coming out. But that's it. So appreciate you guys watching and have a good one.